Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. So we're going to be doing a very different type of video today. This was supposed to be my straight hair video, but this is more like a straight hair fail. So I'm going to walk you through the process of the prep for my straightening. This is how my hair normally looks after I straighten it. I do the same process that I'm doing here, but there were some elements at play to make this whole thing very unexpectedly short-lived. But we're going to get into it. But this is going to be like a little deep dive going into my very detailed and long process for how I prep my hair for straightening to prevent heat damage and hopefully get the best results, even though they didn't turn out that way this time around. So I have a video similar to this where I really break down the products and the nitty gritty. So I'll make sure to link that up above as well. But today we're just going to kind of take a journey, take a journey, because I really like to make sure on my channel I do a mixture of the good and the bad. So I'm going to be using this product for the first time, which I liked, but y'all, it was a hot mess getting this stuff out of the bottle. It was like, it hurt to squeeze this plastic. This stuff was made out of something else. So my hair is very tangled, matted, dry, spongy, you name it. My hair loves product. So you're going to see me go through a lot of product over the course of this video. And my hair is very much a fan of slow and steady. So detangling is a very long process. And I use this product also. Both of the products I use are from Joico. The first one is the Moisture Recovery Moisturizing Conditioner. And this little weird weird balm is the Moisture Recovery Balm, also from Moisture Recovery line from Joico. And it was the first time I used both of them. I used them in combination and I loved the results. My hair was so detangled. We're going to talk about this whole process in this video because this was like an epiphany light bulb moment that I'm going to be doing in my detangling routine from now on, like a bigger change than I've done in a while with detangling, which is kind of exciting. So this first step, as always, is pre-pooing. Whenever I'm straightening my hair, what I do is I use silicones in almost every step because those silicones help me to get the first layers of protection at each step of the way to preventing heat damage. So the first thing I'm putting on my hair right now has silicones in it. That's that first layer and coating of guarding against the heat tools that I'm going to be using later. Everything from my leave-in conditioners, serums, you name it, is going to have some silicones in it, except for one product that we're going to get into a little bit later. But as I mentioned, my hair is very spongy, very porous. So as you can see here, we're going in on the other side with this ridiculously bottle of conditioner that was just like, it took so much to get this stuff out of the bottle. But once I actually got on the bottle, it made my hair feel so awesome. I applied layers of conditioner until it disappeared in my hair and then added another layer until it was fully saturated. It takes a lot of product for my hair to be fully saturated, and because I was straightening it, I wanted to get every last tangle that I could, so that means very deep thorough detangling, more so than I do any other time of the year. This is when I do like my heavy duty, really get in there detangling for this whole process, because the less tangles the better when it comes to the straightening process. Even I was surprised that I was using so much of these two products, even though I know my hair and I know that's what I like. But I was like, I'm just going to town today. But it ended up working out beautifully, as you'll see later on in the video. This stuff is insane. So if this is one of the first videos that you're seeing from me, I am a finger detangling girl. My hair does not like hair tools. I've tried various brushes, combs, you name it almost, I've tried at this point. The unbrushed has almost got me though. TikTok is pushing that thing so hard. I'm sure most of you guys have seen that thing. I've been tempted, but I have resisted so far because I've tried and wasted so much money on tools that I really just, nothing works better than my hands. So is it a very tedious process? Yes, for sure. It takes forever, but it keeps a lot more hair in my head, prevents a lot of breakage, and it's just a gentler process overall. So it's worth the extra time that it takes for me to preserve the health of my hair with finger detangling, because tools just, we don't get along. The only time I use tools is after my hair is straight. I will use a wide tooth comb and sometimes a brush to detangle, but for the most part, that is the only time hair tools touch my hair. So we're making some progress now, and this is just the pre-poo process. This isn't even the detangling. So I am putting my hair up, letting it marinate in the shower cap for a couple hours, then we get into the detangling process. As I mentioned, my hair is above average levels of tangle. Like, it takes a lot, and because I want to be super super thorough, because I am going to be straightening it, then I it's even more of a whole to do. It's even more of a whole process. It's a lot. So, but I feel like at this point, I'm really starting to get to the smoothing of the cuticle. I'm also low porosity and my hair texture is coarse. So my hair is very frizzy and it's not smooth. So these two products in combination really help me to smooth that cuticle. Again, really great preparation for straightening and also removing those like nitty gritty to the root tangles that really, really hurt, which is my like ouchie tangle dance that you just saw there. So these two products really blew me away. They were amazing, amazing for getting things going and getting the whole process started for the foundation of this whole marathon of a day in doing my hair. I also start to cut single strand knots when I can during this whole thing, because also when my hair is straight is when I do like the heavy, heavy duty trimming for my hair. I trim my hair at the start of every new season, but I really trim a ton of hair in almost every single strand knot on my head while it's straight. Like, this is a very, usually not this time because everything kind of just went to just a hot mess, but usually this is the time when I do like a huge amount of preparation for the new year and getting my hair in a really great state of health. And I miss that so much, but we're going to try again next year. After I finish detangling each section, of course, I make sure to twist it up and get it out the way so I can move on to the next section. And my hair appears much flatter than usual because I'm removing the bulk of the shed hair that I have missed over the course of however long it's been since I straightened last. Last time my hair was straight was March of 2022, so it's been almost 2 years. So whatever shed hairs that I have not been able to get in the course of that time, I give it a lot on wash day for detangling, but I always miss a good amount just because my hair is so tangled that it would take me so many hours if I really went in like this every single wash day. But I might have a new solution to that we're going to talk about soon. But yeah, because this is like my heavy duty detangling, my hair appears a lot flatter than usual because I'm just getting every little bit of shed hair, especially the ones that's kind of like balled up near my roots. So that is also giving me a big head start for not having to worry about that once I start the blow dry process. So we are all done detangling. Woo, finally. It's already been so much and we're just we're just at the beginning stages first, but my hair feels so plump, so juicy. I love the combination of these two products. So, what I have kind of hinted at throughout this video, I am going to be doing this deep detangling regimen, probably using silicone conditioners. For the most part, I do not use silicones in my routine. My hair does not like them. The only thing I use with silicones is going to make an appearance in this video, my Apogee 2-minute reconstructor, which is my protein treatment for my straight hair process and also for just general maintenance for strengthening. Love that stuff. It's got tons of silicones in it. That's the only thing I use regularly that has cones in it. But my hair felt so amazing and the detailing was so beneficial that I'm going to be doing this deep. Oh, yeah. TGIN Honey Miracle Mask. That is my go to deep conditioner. My hair straight. Also has a ton of silicones. My hair felt so good after this. Did I actually use the deep conditioner? No, I filmed this, you guys, back in October, and I'm doing the voiceover in December. So I'm trying to remember. This is the Apogee that I was just talking about, my protein treatment. I always use this when I am straightening my hair to give me, again, further protection against heat damage. I'm going to be using this balm on the lower part of my hair during the deep conditioning process to give me further heat protection and smoothing of those little gnarly ends that tend to frizz out. Oh, and that Honey Miracle Mask smells amazing. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. And I don't use a script, as most of you guys know from my videos. So this is just stream of consciousness as we go through the video. So with the deep detangling I'm probably going to be doing it maybe once a month, maybe once a season. It depends really. I'm just going to feel my way through that whole thing. But I think that doing this deep detangling is going to be a game changer for my hair. Rather than doing this just when I straighten, I think that the combination of these silicone moisturizing products plus really just going in with the detangling, that's why I said I don't know if I can do this once a month. It's a lot, but maybe over time it won't take that long. So that's something I'm going to be trying in the new year. Silicone deep detangling sessions, maybe once a season to once a month. We're going to see how we go. But we are thoroughly into the deep conditioning process right here. I use the Honey Miracle Mask on all of my hair, but I knew I wouldn't have enough for all my head. So that is where the Joico Moisture Recovery Balm came in, again, to really smooth out these ends. As you're seeing, it's doing a fantastic job. And also just to stretch the deep conditioning because I didn't have enough of the TGIN Honey Mask for all of my hair. So whenever a section is thoroughly coated, I make sure again to twist it up. My hair loves these repetition movements, smoothing, detangling, sectioning, twisting. That is like the hallmarks of my hair care. It really helps keep things organized and help to prevent retangling as much as possible. And here we go with our little twist again, all fully deep conditioned back under the plastic cap with my hothead heating cap to just further let things penetrate even more. And my hair just felt redonkulous, you guys. It was so juicy and plump. This is when I kind of had that moment where I was like, we're gonna have to kind of revisit this whole detangling session that we're doing today because it was so good. It was one of the best detangling sessions of my life. My curls felt so good, so detangled. It just felt like a whole new head of hair by the end of this. And it was just like, yes, please. So after I was admiring these cute curls, which I thought was going to be the last time for a few months with the straight hair, but I was proven wrong with this with this session. It was not what we expected. So I need a little water break to rehydrate from this long hair day. So after rinsing out my deep conditioner, my hair felt very soft and fluffy. This is my Shea Moisture Blow Dry Cream. It is the only product that I use on straight hair day that does not have silicones in it. It gives me some really nice moisture and just provides like a really nice smooth surface for the blow dryer. So I also use the She Scented Marshmallow right here. That has amodimethicone. So we're back to our silicones for that nice buildable layers of heat protection. But in the video where I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I go into all these products in thorough detail. So make sure to check that out. But pretty much I have used almost every single product that you've seen here for my last 3 years of straightening, except for the first two products that I pre-pooed with from Joico. So love them, very reliable, but they couldn't save my hair from the elements that caused me to go back curly much sooner than I anticipated. So the other product that you saw was the heat tamer from Tresemme. That is my heat protectant, the one that I am going to be relying on to give me like that 450-degree protection from the flat iron. And then this is a silicone serum from, what is this? Oh my gosh, OGX, their Orchid Color Preserve Serum. I just got it because it smells good. But I use that for shine and also to help the blow dry process be a little smoother, and the flat ironing process that will be coming later. So I make sure my hair is thoroughly saturated. I cannot get away with using a little bit of product even when my hair is straight. So here we go with the blow dryer. I use the tension method to blow dry my hair, where I am just holding the end of my hair taut and holding it away from my head and stretching it out, letting that movement, that motion, that tautness help to further straighten my hair if I haven't to use as much heat. The name of the game for me when I am straightening is trying to mitigate and prevent as much heat damage as I can. So the tension method, holding my hair like this, really does help. Also using my concentrator nozzle on the blow dryer here helps to really focus the airflow and help me to get things a little bit straighter. That did not go as planned, as you will see later on in the video. My hair was a lot curlier by the end of this 5 hour, yes y'all, 5 hour straightening session. It was ridiculous. I have used blow dryers with teeth before when my hair is relaxed, but because my hair is so curly and so tangle prone, I usually cannot do that. It will cause so much breakage and tangling. But because my hair was so detangled, this time around from that Prepoo, I was thinking at this time that I could have actually got away with using a teeth attachment. So that's one of the things I might play around with next time I straighten sometime in 2024 when it gets cool again, much cooler than this time, because that was, spoiler alert, a huge factor why this did not last. We had a random 70, 80 degree bout of weather that just destroyed my hair, and my boyfriend and I went to a Halloween party, and between the dancing and the weather, my hair was done. So that is what happened with the hair. I did not get to enjoy this for even a freaking a week before I had to go back to curly. I was so disappointed, I almost cried. But here we are with our tension method. It takes forever, but to me, the decreased risk of heat damage is worth it, but I feel that there are certain things I can do now to speed up the process. I also am considering, finally, y'all, at this point my strength was leaving me. It was rough. As we can see, almost 4 a.m. We're still blow drying. It's miserable. Back with that OGX orchid spray, going through each section by, here's our heat tamer from Tresemme, giving us some more heat protection. But I think I'm going to finally get the Reveille next Black Friday. I think it's going to be a game changer because I don't want heat damage, but I can't do these 5-hour blow drying sessions anymore. I was struggling in this video, as you can see. You can see like the energy just leave my body as we go through this video. It's a process. I would say that the whole, just me prepping my hair for flat ironing, not even flat ironing, that's not in this video, but me prepping my hair for flat ironing takes maybe like 8 hours. And look at this, y'all. I was all happy at this point because this was my, like, I'm done, like, this is gonna have to be it point. But it's still super, super curly. I don't know what happened this time. I use the same products I always do, the same blow dry method. I blow dry alternating between cool, low, and medium heat. I don't go a high heat, but that's what I always do. And it was still so, so curly. I don't know why. I do the same method each time, but this time the curls just didn't want to go anywhere. I guess that was a sign for what was to come, that it was just not meant to be this go round. My hair did not want to be straight. The curls wanted to live. So this is the next day. I was like, oh no, this is not great. Usually my hair is not this stiff after I blow dry. So I was like, what is happening right now? This is not boding well. So we're going back in with that Tresemme because this is the day that I'm going to be flat ironing, or rather my mom is flat ironing. So what I'll do is I'll add the heat tamer to my hair, put it up into double bun so it can dry before my mom actually flat irons it for me, because I don't want her to flat iron it while the product is still wet on my hair. And I don't record the flat ironing process because honestly, y'all, and y'all, look at this poor unfortunate soul. I'm just so miserable at this point. At my mom's house for flat ironing my little baby pictures. Look at the little mean baby. So my mom finished flat ironing my hair, as I mentioned in my previous straight hair video from a couple years ago. It's a little stiff right here. It looks more like a press versus a flat iron. That's just my hair. It is very resistant to the straightening process, even with relatively high heat on the flat iron. But I don't record when my mom flat irons my hair because it's a very stressful process for both of us. So we just skip right on to the after. But suffice to say, we use a flat iron on pretty high heat, and my hair can take that because I don't flat iron my hair very often, and all the prep that I do in this video that you see here is all to prevent heat damage, so my hair can withstand that higher heat. Because this is not the only time that I flat iron for each straight hair session. My mom will flat iron it to get it a bit straighter, smoother, like we see here as our first step, going back in with that OGX orchid spray to put my hair in a bun. My hair, when my hair is straight, you guys, is in some type of bun or braid about 90% of the time. I only wear it down like about 10% because it's just so much hair. So I like to just wear it in like a long Sade braid or a bun. Again, going in with my scissors for single strand knots. But yeah, we use high heat, and then we do it again a week later after my hair is kind of settled a bit, after I've detangled some more. We do it again, and the flat ironing process goes a lot quicker, and then that's how I'm left with like my smooth results, and then I don't flat iron it again. So this is before I went back over to my mom's house. I was doing a major trim because she said I needed it, and she was right. So I cut a lot of hair here because you guys may know, if you're frequent viewers of my channel, I have had a nightmare year in 2023 with my hair. It's gotten very damaged, so I'm even like, woo, you cutting a lot right here, aren't you? But I wanted to really just have an awesome experience with my straight hair, and I didn't want those scraggly ends holding me back. And also I wanted to give myself a nice fresh trim, a good trim for 2024. Well, I can say that that was something that happened at least, but the straight hair, as I mentioned, was not meant to be this go round for a long time. But after I flat iron it that second time, I don't flat iron it again until it's time for me to straighten again, whether that's a year later or in this instance almost 2 years later. And I find that that routine really works for me in making sure that my hair gets as straight as it can. It's still not pin straight. It still's got a lot of texture to it, still got a good amount of volume, but it's straight enough to where I'm content with it, because this right here is not straight enough for me. It's very stiff. My hair, as I mentioned, is coarse. It doesn't have that flow to it that a lot of people have when they get their hair professionally straightened, but it is straight enough for me after that second time to where I'm happy with it. So next time that I straighten my hair, what really did it for me, as I mentioned this time, you guys, was the weather. I didn't straighten my hair until October, like well into October. I thought we were good weather-wise. We were not good. 70 and 80-degree days were like hello, and the minute any type of sweat touches my scalp, it is a wrap for the straight hair. The curls are like hello. Like my hair was back curly at the roots like 2 days after this, you guys. It was so annoying. So I'm going to be waiting until maybe December to do my hair again as far as straightening, because I put in, as you can see, so much time, so much effort, and to not have been able to enjoy it was truly disappointing. And I was really sad after doing all this work, basically kind of for nothing. But I'm gonna say it wasn't for nothing, because you know, I found out about the deep detangling method that I'm going to be playing around with, and I did this trim, and I was able to do this video. So I wouldn't say it was for nothing, but it definitely felt like for nothing at the time. Woo, this is uneven. And I don't mind it being uneven because it actually looks really cute when my hair is curly. It gives me like some little cute layers. But when it's straight, it definitely looks interesting at this point. But again, once it gets flat ironed for that last and second time, it all blends in and the layers look really nice even when it's straight too. But when it's kind of like blocky like this, and like my hair is kind of just a wall of hair still before that last bit of heat hits it, it looks kind of interesting. But it all comes together in the end, which I was going to film for you guys because I thought I had more time to show you, but lo and behold, I didn't, because the curls were back in action. But it looked much more similar to those pictures that I'm kind of sprinkled at the beginning and the end of this video, how my hair is after it's straight. But at this point, I'm happy with the trim. And in my mind, I was like, all right, now all that needs, and I'm like, I kind of cut a lot of hair. This was like, whoa, I didn't mean to cut that much, but it needed to go. But at this point in my mind, I was just getting ready to go back over to my mom's house and get it straightened, and it looked really cute. But we don't have any footage of that because it was gone before I knew it, back to the curls. But as a reminder, this is what it normally looks like after that second flat iron. Lots of texture still, but much straighter. And this usually lasts me for 2 months, and I was really looking forward to that break. But this is what we had a couple days later, y'all. And I still have my little Halloween makeup on and everything, but I was not happy, girl. I was not happy at all that all this was just gone down the drain. So I will be waiting until there will be no, hopefully, 80-degree. Look, y'all, it was so tangled, so matted, so dry. Like the minute water hits it, it's a wrap when it's straight. But we'll see what next time has in store. So keep an eye out for the reversion video. Thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Bye.